Since 1956, the Red Cross War Memorial Children's Hospital has remained an institution for and of the community. It is a hospital that evokes a great deal of community pride and ownership.
What I saw there seemed obscene. That so much could change in one day. Millions of dreams just washed away.
This great hospital is an icon of learning, research and leadership in children's health.
That devastation's the only way we see.
It is a special place that performs many miracles of healing among the sickest of Africa's children.
Finally open up our heart.
For many really seriously ill children from across Africa, it is often the only institution that desperate parents can turn to with any hope that their child will be healed. The hospital grew out of the will of a very special community, South African soldiers of all races fighting in World War II. They did not want statues or monuments to their fallen comrades. They wanted a living memorial.
Only life's the only faith we choose.
They donated a portion of their pay, beginning the ongoing community support for this hospital.
That devastation's the only way we see.
In 1945, a general public appeal was launched under a committee chaired by Gus Ackerman. At the time, the Cape Argus gave extensive coverage to the hospital appeal, describing it as a community effort. In June this year, the hospital turned 50. To celebrate this milestone, the Children's Hospital Trust has launched a bold fundraising campaign to expand and modernize the outdated operating theatre complex at the hospital.
Red Cross Hospital is the only surviving children's hospital in the country. Therefore, it plays an extremely important role to advance the horizons of medicine. It is also a citadel of research and teaching, and has formulated new surgical approaches, new medical techniques and approaches to children's diseases. And for us to remain at the cutting edge of medicine in this country, I believe that the hospital has to go forward, and we need the public's help for that. One mustn't forget that last year, for instance, we treated more than 250,000 children at this hospital, and these are children, desperately sick children, coming from families, and the hope of the hospital is to cure them, to diagnose them, to cure them, and to place them back, so that they also have a second chance of normal growth and development, as we wish for all our children. We need to remain at the cutting edge of surgery. And the new theatre complex will allow us to do that. We will incorporate new technology, we will incorporate the new approaches to surgery, and for that you need space and you need the new technology to be inserted into the theatre complex, because if you fall back on the old designs and the crampedness of the old theatres, is just not possible anymore.
We have the new endoscopic surgery, laparoscopic surgery coming in, and the new technology needs to be accommodated in the new operating rooms. One of the operating rooms will have a digitalized endoscopic surgery suite, which is also called a keyhole surgery, which has tremendous benefits.
For me, a very encouraging sign that we're able to move towards something that is going to enable me to improve my practice. It'll enable me to teach better. It'll enable the staff whom I work with and teach to improve their skills. And the end result of all of that is actually to improve outcomes in children who are coming for surgery. Our theatre complex, we plan to have it as open plan and as much natural light as possible to come in. We need to accommodate in our planning a place where children can wait with their parents, particularly if they haven't received pre-medication, to make them less frightened. I think that everybody, if they could, should visit the hospital, because it's only when you come here do you get this true feeling of that there is a heart beating inside the hospital that has got nothing to do with physiology, it's just there.
Operation Theatre, in partnership with the Cape Argus, has a single mission: to raise the remaining 10 million rand needed to upgrade the operating theatres at the Red Cross Children's Hospital. It is fitting that we once again appeal to the community to help us raise the final amount needed. The launch of O.P.E.R.A.T.I.O.N comes on the heels of generous gifts made by countless supporters, including our key donors, Pick n Pay, the Harry Crossley Foundation, Adcock Ingram Unite for Health and Engine.
The hospital's got a wonderful reputation both in this country and across the continent for being both innovative and caring. And secondly, it also looks after some of the most vulnerable people in our society, and we think it does wonderful work, and we're very happy to support that work.
My father, Raymond Ackerman, didn't hesitate at all in celebrating his 75th birthday with a gesture by donating a substantial amount of money to the hospital for an operating theatre. His passion is children, and if he can also help make a difference in children's lives, then he's done something right in his life. Part of our daily ethos is giving back to society. We believe that doing good is good business. And the Red Cross Hospital is part of the fabric of South African society, and we feel in many ways we are as well. And we want to be part and parcel and partner you on that amazing journey.
As South Africans, we have a legacy of being giving people. We are driven by a spirit of Ubuntu, which most people don't understand what it is. And I think if people can tap into that, because I think it sits in each and every one of us, that there is that giving side of you. You don't have to give in money. You can give in sweat equity. I would really urge people, to give as much as they can, those who can. And I just believe that every caring corporate citizen that works in this country should be able to make a contribution here. Because I strongly believe that our human resources are lying in those wards. And if we don't make that difference, I don't know what sort of a nation we are going to be. And I think for me it's just imperative for anybody who has resources to make a contribution here.
What really sets the Red Cross Children's Hospital above any hospital that does paediatrics, both private and public in South Africa, is the staff, without a doubt. The actual doctors and the nursing staff and the allied medical services, they don't just see it as a job, and that's just the way I perceive it. They see it really as a calling. I think they should be very proud of the reputation that it's a training ground not only for pediatric surgeons in South Africa but for the whole of Africa, and as well as a huge distinction of care and groundbreaking work overseas. I think that's something they need to be proud of. I would like to say that we've risen to the challenge. We've identified the Red Cross Hospital as a centre of groundbreaking work that really does a lot of work for the community. Take up the challenge like Adcock did, and be part of it.
No single project ever undertaken will have a more profound impact on the functionality of this hospital or on the lives of its staff and its many young patients. The hospital's Department of Paediatric Surgery is already world-renowned as a centre of excellence. By modern standards, the operating theatres are inefficient because they are cramped and there are simply too few of them. Upgrading and modernising the theatres will provide better working conditions for the surgical teams and will improve the role of theatres as a training and research platform. But perhaps most important, upgrading the theatre complex will allow the hospital to heal many more children every year through surgery.
Operating theatres will help with the operating time. There's a major demand, big demand, ever-growing number of patients coming to this facility, and you can't have facilities that's 50 years old. What makes our Red Cross Children's Hospital so special is the care that our patients receive here. We've got well-qualified staff caring for our patients coming from across the Western Cape, South Africa and Africa. We want to see that everybody will get access to our services. We want to see a quality service. We want to see people going and leaving this facility being happy and satisfied. We want to see the children that's going to be our future, to be people walking out here as we see it every day with happy faces because of the good treatment that they get at this outstanding facility.
It is the most incredible place that I've ever had the experience of going to, and I'm very, very privileged that the hospital was able to help Rocco and the hundreds of people that I've met. The difference from admittance to discharge is just absolutely incredible, and it's the truly dedicated staff, doctors, nurses, cleaning staff, that makes this place what it is.
To me it is special because this is my gift, and they saved him. Like, he was sick and I lose hope that time. So, you know, Red Cross, it heals a lot of children.
We ask members of the community to join Operation Theatre in partnership with the Cape Argus, Pick n Pay, the Harry Crossley Foundation, Adcock Ingram Unite for Health and Engine. 100% of the money that is donated to the Children's Hospital Trust will go directly to the Red Cross Children's Hospital. This means every last cent donated to this worthy campaign will be used, brick by brick, to build the new operating theatre complex.
All the costs of running the trust are paid out of a fund which was established in the early 90s and which still exists, so that donors can be confident that every cent that they donate to the trust, whether it be a large corporate or a small individual person, every cent goes to the hospital.
Without the generosity of people like the Ackermans, like Engine, like Adcock Ingram, we just wouldn't even have the successes that we do. So it's really just incredible to be able to find the generosity in other people and channel it into this incredible institution.
Your donation will empower Red Cross Children's Hospital to help sick children from Africa and South Africa to heal and to grow.
Help us to ignite the same generous spirit of giving in the community today that our soldiers set more than 50 years ago. Join Operation Theatre.